welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, guys, the Parrot is back in action. Yes, so the Big Brother official page on Instagram and on Twitter posted this, letting us know that the Parrot will come out to talk tonight. Whose gist do you think they will spill? And do you think that this gist will carry weight? Because in the past few weeks, that the Parrot has actually kept quiet. A lot has been said. I think it was yesterday I was asking myself, why is it that this Parrot has become all of a sudden quiet? I just said, maybe the Parrot don't hear plenty things. You know, there's a way you hear plenty things, your ear will just get filled up. Yeah, I think that's what happened. But now the Parrot said, you know what? I am coming back to be the star of the show that I am. Yes, guys, I can't wait for it tonight. People that did not release a time, but he said tonight. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Already, there's been a little bit of, shaking in the house because Mercy was given a strike. Yes, guys, we better call them out to the lounge and then play the clip of Mercy having a discussion with Kim, where she was talking about nominations and all of that, how she would have put up Summer, but because of Angel and all of that, I think they called Neo and Doyin's name too in the midst of all that. Well, that's not the only clip. He also played the clip of, I think that was last night, where Mercy was gisting without her microphone, and even when Big Brother called her out to it, she was not even eager to pick it up. And if we are being honest, Mercy has really been testing Big Brother's patience with this whole microphone infringement and all of that. And Big Brother decided to use her as an example because, it was just how many days ago that he warned them, gave them a final warning on the whole microphone infringement and all of that. And I think they are taking Big Brother's leniency for granted. And Big Brother decided to do something and he gave her a strike. Well, Mercy said, I am not afraid of strikes. If you do anyhow, you go collect. Yes, guys. And it looks like Big Brother has been collecting a lot. First, it was Doyin that was calling Big Brother a liar. Then Alex. The diary sessions today has really been something. This week, their diary session has been quite long. Cross's diary session, oh my goodness. At some point, just like Venita's, I zoned out. I'm not gonna lie, I actually zoned out. But then again, my question is, what is the bone of contention between Neo and Alex? Like, both of them, in their diary sessions, they kind of talked about true shades at each other. Like Alex saying that, imagine Neo calling her a pig. Meanwhile, he drowns himself with all those perfumes, but he still reeks of sweat. Yikes. Is it not the same Neo that a lot of people are saying that he smells so good? The same Neo that Uriel said he smells so good? The same Neo that Ilebaye said that his jacket kept smelling like him for days? So I'm asking myself, who is actually saying the truth here now? Because all these people have been telling us how Neo smells so good and how they want to be around Neo, and that's what attracts them to Neo. But here is Alex saying he reeks of sweat. Wow. And Neo too had a mouthful to say about Alex. I don't know what the problem is between those two because, quite honest, I don't actually think they actually have like a direct issue, or maybe the camera did not capture that, but I don't know what their issue is. And Neo is not over Ilebaye's issue. Now, it's quite funny to me because Neo and Parrot were called into the diary room first because, they're on a punishment where Neo goes, Parrot goes, where Parrot goes, Neo goes. Then in the course of that discussion with Big Brother, they asked for forgiveness. They sounded really remorseful. Neo has been going through a lot. You know how Parrot loves eating eggs and farting? Baby boy has been going through a lot. So Big Brother forgave them and asked them to take it out outside of the diary room. And then when Neo removed the one cyst, he was super excited. He said in his own words, he is so happy. He wants to hug Ilebaye. And immediately Ilebaye was like, no, I don't want to hug you. Don't hug me, or something of that sort. Then later on, he was called back into the diary room to have his diary session. And he started talking about how Ilebaye is using victimization, a victim mentality, a victim strategy, that she will provoke people, but then again start crying about it. He now went ahead to recount the whole issue with white money. And I'm asking myself, I thought this is the Baye you really wanted to hug some few minutes back. What exactly happened? Like, if you have an issue with Ilebaye, why is it the same white money's issue over and over again? Because whenever he's been asked about that, that is the main thing he talks about. And then there is CeCe, who obviously has a bone to pick with Ilebaye. She said that Ilebaye actually became her least favorite person in the house. She said this while talking about why she nominated the people she nominated. She said that Ilebaye has been provoking her, and to explain what she means, she recounted the whole story about the wives, why Ilebaye did not give her wives. Ilebaye told her to go upstairs to collect from those people upstairs, that Ilebaye knows that not giving her that wipe will provoke her, that Ilebaye has a thing where she provokes people, then goes around to cry about it. Yes. And she also talked about Doyin. She also said that Doyin also has gone to that list of her least favorite people because Doyin showed her her true character when she was the head of house. Yes, guys, but one thing I actually got out of there is CeCe actually misses EK a whole lot. She talked about it in her diary session. Yes, guys, now away from that, imagine Neil getting mad at Omashola, saying that imagine Omashola telling him, oh, why are you talking to me like this or that who does Omashola think he is, that because he's the oldest person doesn't give him the right and all of that. And in that same conversation, he brought in Ilebaye. And I'm like, So you actually feel bad that somebody older than you is talking to you in a way you do not like, but then somehow if another person that is younger than you complains of the same thing, that person is being a victim. Balance me real quick how this works. And why is he not telling Omashola that he's pissed at him? Now, that's not all though. Now, even the ships in the house also got their own fair share of the dragon by Alex. Alex said that Soma and Angel already planned to be a ship before they came into the house. It was supposed to be a ship of strategy because, according to her, people love ships. Yes, guys, but it's quite unfortunate now that the tables have turned, that according to how Angel has started liking the guy, and the fact that she likes the guy has started frustrating her. And Summer, on the other hand, is getting the brunt of the whole thing because yesterday Summer was crying, because Angel was angry at him for no reason. Now, this is Alex complaining about the some gel ship. Meanwhile, the person inside the ship, the one that is wearing the shoe that knows where it's itching or where it's paining him, Summer went into that diary room and started saying that some of the housemates, including Cross, is trying to plan this idea or drive a wedge between him and Angel, but he will not allow it, that he's a hopeless romantic and he loves his woman. You see, in this life, do not advise a man or a woman in love because they will use you to settle their differences. I mean, Alex is here calling their ship a strategy. Meanwhile, Summer is out there doing what? Defender of the universe for his ship. Now, they're not the only ship that Alex talked about or the one she dragged. She also dragged the Adenita ship. She said that they are performative. That's like mama and pikin instead of like two grown adults in a relationship. There's a way she said it. I'm just paraphrasing. Now, my own is simple. What is her business? Like, I like Alexo, but sometimes she has a way of putting herself in what does not concern her. Whether the ship is real or fake, it no concern you. But I just find it weird and crazy that she is talking about those ships like this, but when Prince came into the house, she just jumped into his bed and almost like had like this slight issue with Ilebaye. You guys remember that night where she was like, oh, Ilebaye this, Ilebaye that, just because of Prince? Yeah. So if she could behave that way because of Prince, what right or what moral ground does she have to castigate other people's shape, calling them a strategy? Anyway, talking about the Adenita ship, why is Venita happy that Mercy got a strike though? Why is she like, oh, Ike will be happy? Like this, babe. Now I see why the handlers unfollowed each other, because this friendship that Mercy is carrying on top of her head, that she will never nominate Venita, she will never nominate Angel. Meanwhile, they are nominating her. I think when she comes out, she should, revisit the friendship and know where she stands, because according to what I'm seeing here, there is no friendship if you ask me. Away from that, during one of his interviews post-show, Seyi threw a shade at Tacha. Now, I think it was at the interview with Miss Vic. Then Ike was like, "Oh, shout out to Tacha," because you all know Tacha was supporting Ike and asking people to vote for Ike. Then Seyi was like, "Oh, shout out to Tacha. Even though you said you're not interested in the show, but you carried the show, and even though you wish they called you and they didn't call you, something of that sort." We all know that that's a shade, right? Now, Tacha today posted this on her Twitter page, and she said that since Seyi wants some dragging, since he wants some fame, that she is ready to drag him by his neck come tomorrow 7 p.m. the Big Friday show. That's our show on Cool FM. So are you going to be tuning in? I'm sure it's about to be explosive. But then again, why is Seyi throwing shade at Tacha? Now, some people that don't even know how this whole thing started, commenting under the page and saying Tacha this, Tacha that. This one, I won't even blame Tacha. I won't, because Tacha really didn't say anything against Seyi when the show started. She was just being a normal viewer of the show. Then Seyi started throwing shades at her, in the house. That was when Tacha started responding. And you all know that both of them, there's no love lost between both of them since the Pepper Them season. And I mean, Seyi started it. So whatever he sees with Tacha tomorrow, he better take it. But somehow, some part of me is saying that this is a publicity stunt to draw attention to her show tomorrow. But I mean, let's see. I mean, Tacha is not somebody that will tell you she will drag you and she will not drag you. I feel like this is actually a very smart thing to do. Like, instead of giving him that publicity on social media, why not give your show a publicity while you're dragging him? That's a smart move. Well done, Tacha. And Seyi, I don't even want to talk about him anymore. Yes, guys. So I said, okay, let me come and update you guys on what has been happening with your faves, both in and out of the house. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Izzy Williams.